back to the Supercoach channel. In this video, we're going to review Supercoach NBA after week 19 of the 2025-26 season. So week 19, a pretty good week, 1260 on the board, which was top 4% for the round, so slightly down on where we have been, but still 71 up on the green arrows, so that's a good sign, and a couple of league wins to boot. So if we have a look at the team, Luka Doncic scored us a 140, which was really solid. Unfortunately, the Maxi gamble didn't pay off. Turns out that he's out for a few weeks. So I guess that's a good thing about having a flex is we weren't too reliant on that score. Excuse me, particularly since we also did not get a score from Williams. At shooting guard, Cade Cunningham was good with a 130. Eamon Thompson only scored a 74, but was coming in with just 3 games this week. Our captain, Nikola Jokic, unreal. 206 points. You double that, that's 400 points from the great man this week. You'll love to see it. Kawhi Leonard, we traded in. He scored a 134, so that was fantastic. Scotty Barnes with a 90. Was hoping for a little bit more out of him this week as one of the traded in players. Towns with a 101 was solid. Kevin Durant in the 3-gamer, 88 was fine. And Victor Wembanyama, rather, 91 for him. That's okay, we'll take that. In terms of the head-to-head last week, if we go back, so got the win in the first league by 40 points or 39 over Baby Ghost, Abe's team. So he captained Luka Doncic. So that was probably the big difference maker, considering he also had Anthony Edwards, Jamal Murray, whereas I would have had, I guess, Barnes and Murray cancel each other out. Probably Edwards over Thompson was the difference. So, yeah, that worked out all right in the end. Across the league, sure someone did better than me. A pair of 1287s, 1297 for Trav's Terminators, I think has got the chockies this week. So he had all the usual suspects. Donovan Mitchell with an even 100. And Edwards was the two difference makers there from my team. But they both turned up, so well done, Trav. Excuse me. In the second league, a good win over the NBA Dream Team, Jared's team. A lack of Nikola Jokic there probably costing him, but Captain Jokic was Doncic rather was good. Jalen Johnson even 100. Had Cade Cunningham as well. Across the league, another 1287, lots of 1287s this week. But Noah's team always coming back. 1287 this week. So Captain Jokic, Kawhi Leonard, Tom Edwards, Barnes, had Durant, Towns. So yeah, probably Edwards, just the difference there in his team to what I had. So well done, Noah. Elsewhere across the league, so if we sort by this week, so I had the top 4 scorers, which is interesting. DeRozan with a 130, definitely affordable, so it would have been nice to be on that. SGA with a 128, obviously no Maxi, so that would have been very helpful to have in the side as well. Duran keeps going at centre, good scoring, 126 this week. Jalen Brunson, another point guard that would have been useful this week, a 120. Josh Giddey featuring with 109. Bam Adebayo, so did score 83 points in one game. That's actual points, not Supercoach points. I think he only got about 60 in that game. And finished with 106 for the week. So it would have been a bit flat if you were on him after that one game to only get 106 this week. Quentin Grimes, so we took a punt on a couple of Sixers guys on the 5-game week this week. It turns out Grimes was the one, 106. You know, he's well above his 15-point average for the season. So nice little cash generator for the 1.2% that are on him. Um, any other big scorers for cheap? So Justin Edwards, bargain basement price, even 100. So fantastic. Cameron Payne as well. So we did pick the wrong Sixers player in the end to play, or to put in the squad. But life goes on, I suppose. There might be opportunities this week. So the break evens might be dominated by those sort of guys, I'd imagine. Yep, Edwards and Payne, the top two. Leonard Miller from Chicago, -18. Julian Reese didn't play this week. Um, Jenkins from Detroit, 46 this week. Cody Williams with an 83 for Utah. Might be some legs in that potentially. Bryce Sensaborg with a 92. So maybe a couple of options if you're desperate for cash. Um, I guess teams like Washington on 5 games this week, so these cheaper guys don't appear to be playing, but if we can find one there, might be some value. And the other team playing 5 this week is, I've completely forgotten. The Suns, Phoenix Suns this week, so haven't seen any cheapies there. But we'll have a look at some options for our squad. So Maxi's definitely out injured, so that's an easy trade out. And even though he's only got 3 games, we probably want to look at getting SGA in. So we'll make that move. After that, so 4-4-4, they're staying. Towns, Barnes on the chopping block. Cunningham's probably going to stay. So Detroit's, what's their fixture? Where are we? 3, and then, no, yeah, 3. It's week 21. 4-4-4 to finish. So I think we can hold Cunningham. Was it Toronto? Thought they were the same. Yep, 3-4-4-4. The Knicks have 3-3-3. So I think Towns is the trade out option. I guess then this brings in the question: how did Giannis go this week? 80 points. Might just try and get an injury report up, see how he's doing. Not on the list, which is nice. So, can we afford Giannis? We would have to cash out Kaminga at 8 mil, 3.87. It's doable. Hang on. I don't think break even matters. Just go summary. Players I can afford, because let's be honest, there's not much doing here. Yeah, so maybe someone like a Batum, just off the bargain basement price, basically. Um, Plug that in. Well, I guess that doesn't target Phoenix or Washington, does it? So, um, what's happened here? Players I can afford, get rid of that. Phoenix, Washington, let's have a look at the options. So, based on average, Anthony Davis out injured. Alex Sarr, an interesting one, averaging 23 for the season. Devin Booker, potentially. But I guess 5 games at 23 would be, multiply that out, it's 125. SGA did that off 3 games last week. Giannis could go close. What's his break even? 117. Don't think he'll quite get that in 3. What is Milwaukee and OKC's schedule like? 3-4-3-4 for the Thunder. That's okay. And then the Bucks 3-4-4-4. So Maybe we could leave Giannis for 1 week. We could take a punt on Alex Sarr, potentially. We'll just check the injury report, make sure he's not injured either. Oh, yeah. Sure enough, he's out for Monday's game. Injury management. Alright, so backtrack on that. Leaky Black, that is a great name. Leaky, I like it. Right, just put him back in there. We'll just have a look at some other options in the squads. So Trey Young, Mark Williams. There's nothing really that jumps out there. Maybe Jalen Green coming off an 86. Yeah, maybe go 3 week average just to see. Yeah, so Reese was the 1 weeker. Booker, Dylan Brooks. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think it's worth worrying about, to be honest. What about options? Is there 4 game options? Banchero. What's there? Orlando's fixture like? They got 4 games each week. Maybe we look at Banchero this week. Is he fit? Orlando. Franz Wagner is out for this week, which might be good for Banchero in terms of being the main man there. I think we might go there. Do we then? Can we reverse this potentially? No, we would still. Well, we don't have to trade out Kaminga as such, but we would still have to trade out. But I guess we've got a little bit more leverage here. Maybe we go with Edwards. Negative 33 break even. Take that for a little walk this week. Yep, let's do it. Alright, so I guess maybe just the other one, should we just check there isn't a better option than SGA playing 4 games this week? Just having a look at averages, doesn't look like it. So why can't I select any of these guys? Like an Edwards. It's odd. Messing up, but that's okay. Edwards, 4 games at 28. Could, yeah. So it's one. What is that? 110, 115? Maybe. No, I think we'll just stick with SGA. Yeah, don't overthink it. And then captain and vice captain. Honestly, I'm just going to leave it. Maybe put Luca as vice captain. He's got 4 this week, but can't go past Jokic for captain. You could Wemby maybe if you're feeling spicy about the VC. But I'm just going to keep it simple. Yeah, rely on the quality of the squad with 8 players playing 4 games this week. 8 pretty good players too, and the other 3 by no means scrubs. So might wrap the video up there. As always, if you've got any questions, comments, thoughts, feel free to add them below this video. Give us a like if you enjoy the NBA content. Subscribe for all the fantasy sports content on the channel. And other than that, we'll catch you in the next one.